Get you in the background. Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. And we're live. Hey, Eric Stromquist here again, Haystack Connect. I am here with Robert Harlan from JCI. That's Johnson Controls for you people who might not know. One of the biggest, baddest, coolest building automation controls vendors on the planet. I've known Robert for a long time.
Yeah.
We're buddies. That's why I can talk to him this way. Normally you have to be pretty serious. But we're at the JCI booth at Haystack. Man, what are you thinking of the Haystack show so far, Robert?
It's been a great conference. A lot of good content in the breakout sessions. A lot of good conversations during the reception time and at the booth. So we're really excited to be here and participating.
Well, you guys are doing great. You had an announcement you just announced yesterday that
Yes,
has
sir.
to do with tagging. I'm not talking like tag you're it. I'm talking
Right.
about tagging, like let's tag the data, let's make it useful, let's make you more profitable, let's make it easier to give your owners what they want in terms of data and data analytics. So tell me about it.
Right. So yesterday we released our FX Workbench 14.7.2, which one of the main features of that is our new FX auto tagging feature. So we went through all of our system libraries and made it easier when you import one of our FX field controllers that we apply all of the device and point tags automatically upon import.
So this just means it saves a lot of time because again, it's not like a common theme. It's not like people couldn't get data before. It was just so expensive to do it. So if you're an integrator, you know what we're talking about. The owner wants all these data points and you got to hire a link monkey. It's too expensive.
Right.
By the time you quote them on it, they don't want to do it anymore. But with this new feature, man, it seems like it takes the best of the best and makes it even better.
Oh yes. So what we really looked at with tagging is it's such a tedious workflow in order to deploy that for a system integrator. So we were trying to make it easier for our partners to enter into the Haystack world. To prepare their systems to communicate with everybody else.
So is this thing pretty fast?
Oh, it's very fast. Yeah.
You want to step up to the plate and prove it?
Sure.
Can you show us how it works? All right, I'm going to turn this camera around. Let's see if we make this work.
Okay.
All right, here we go. There's Dimitri. Say hi to Dimitri. Dimitri makes custom-made guitars. He's also a Johnson genius. Can I trademark that term, Johnson genius?
All right, what we're going to take a look at here is our project file workflow. So we have several workflows in order to add tags, but so we'll take a look at this one for this morning.
We need to talk to the wizard behind the screen to get it started. Here we go. It looks like it's starting. Looks like it's coming. That cost you guys 15 seconds. No editing. We're live, buddy. So meanwhile, Dimitri's going to tell us a joke while Robert gets this figured out. So Dimitri, tell us something funny.
Here you go, Eric.
All right, here we go. We're ready. All right, we're back. All right.
All
here we
right.
go.
So what we're looking at here is our project file. So we first introduced the project file probably 5-6 years ago, but what it allows us to do is fill out a spreadsheet very quickly, provide instructions on building our station. So as we're going through here, we're able to define what networks we have. So in this case, we define a couple MSTP networks. Next page, we define what devices exist and what CAF files reside in our field controllers. And as you can see, I'm very quick.
Yeah, you type really fast,
dude. When I point along. But as we go through all this, once we import this in, it's going to provide us all of our tags. Here we're setting up some schedules. Very quickly through a wizard here. And then here we're able to go through and create point groups with an equal query, so we can parse for tags in our system, have a custom view set up there. Then this is our equipment wizard. So what this allows us to do is build an equipment tree, defining all of our equipment relationships, who's served by who, what space the equipment is located in, as well as what area the equipment serves within a facility. And so instead of you having to go through your station and click all over the place to build those parent and child relationships there and then go define a hierarchy, we kind of do it in one concise workflow here. And we feel it provides a pretty elegant solution here.
It really does.
Right here, we're going through and just building our spaces tree, and once again linking in all of our pieces of equipment and where they are, what area they're serving. So, but yeah, so once it cycles through all this, here in a moment, we'll import it into FX Workbench and create our station. At which point, we'll have custom navigation trees and hierarchies that automatically created. So there's no extra work really for our system integrators. It's just we've integrated it into our base workflow. And right here we're going through and just assigning some floor plan graphics for some of our custom views there.
It's really fast.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, I sped up the video a little bit for purposes of the booth. But
Okay. All right. All right. How much do you speed it up?
I really only, well, I think it was 2.5 times.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but so if you look down the bottom left-hand corner there, you can see that we have our nav tree, and then over on the right, the views that we create based off of that.
That's way
So,
cool.
but all of this is inherent to the appliance. Our framework is fully customizable, so should there be other tags that a system integrator wants to utilize, they can apply those. Should there be other graphics they want to utilize, they can customize that as well.
Very
So
cool.
we just try to provide the framework and be the best provider in the industry. So.
No, it's really, really cool. And Robert, you started with a systems integrator. So
Yes.
now, speak from a systems integrator standpoint, man. If they come along back in the day when you were a systems integrator, if JCI had something like this, how excited would you have been about
we
that?
would have been extremely excited. We were always trying to figure out how to standardize. And the biggest problem when I was a systems integrator was the fact that you could always tell who did the project within our company. So you knew whether it was Bill or Dale or whoever performed the work, because everybody had their telltale signs on their
Right.
graphics and their front end. So we were always looking for a means to standardize. So something like the JCI appliance really would have helped that out.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the big things with data is like, because everybody puts their individual signature on it, right? Which basically means when you try to normalize data, you call it tomato, I call it tomato,
Right.
and even though it means the same thing, and intuitive, we know that, the system doesn't know that, so it makes it just exasperating to try to normalize data and stuff like that.
Right. And as we start deploying more functionality now that we are auto tagging within our appliance, I think we're just going to build out that value proposition for the end users and make it easier for them to understand what's going on in their buildings. So.
Very, very cool. Hey, Robert, listen, you got a great distribution network, a great contractor network through distribution. What's the best way for people? Just reach out to your local distributor and say, hey, Robert sent me?
Yeah. Reach out to your local Johnson Controls Facility Explorer distributor. Ask them about Facility Explorer. If you are a partner of ours, go to our FX Connected community for more information. We'll have videos posted there in the coming weeks to go over the features in more detail.
Awesome, dude, man. Thanks so much. Robert Harlan from Johnson Controls. Man, you guys are doing some cool stuff.
Thanks for your time.
All right, brother.